Hello and welcome to another episode of Amon Sheeran's Power Radio podcast. On today's episode, we have another illustrious guest, the founder and creator, CEO of the inspirational clothing company Living Proof, Maria Porcasi.
Hello.
Did I get your last name right?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Maria, just explain a little bit about your business.
So, Living Proof is an inspirational clothing company that promotes confidence in others by putting a quote that the person would like on their sleeve. It's to keep them reminded of what keeps them going throughout the day.
Mm-hmm. I heard this originally started off as a school project. What was the assignment?
So there wasn't an assignment, it was just for my portfolio because I didn't have enough pieces. So something that I didn't get a chance to do in school was make a clothing brand, and it was something that I wanted. So during quarantine I just decided, oh, let me just do it and throw in my portfolio. So it was just like an extra project.
Okay. So, did you get a good grade on it, or you just decided to do it?
I did get a grade on it.
Okay. What was the grade?
I got an A.
All right, makes sense. So what inspired you to start this company? Did you take it seriously at first, or was it just something that you wanted to try?
So when I was first a project, I came up with the idea because when I was younger and still now, I have trouble being confident in myself. So it was something that I felt like I needed and could help others. So after I graduated and quarantine was still going on in the summer, I just decided to make myself a sweatshirt with the logo and everything that I had made, and I loved it. So I was like, maybe I'll just take a picture, put it out there, and a bunch of other people started to like it. So I was like, oh, maybe just make a company.
Nice. I like that a lot. Just kind of slowly grew from there. So how did you start the business side of it?
So when I was in school, I was a business minor. So I learned about marketing and the social media aspect of it. So I didn't really have a job during the summer other than working my little side job.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, let me see if I can make an Instagram, make a Twitter and a Facebook, and start making a website to see if people actually order. And people started to order.
So when could you tell that this was going to be more than just a side project? At what point did you realize oh, I might have something real here?
So my friends started to order, and then I posted something on TikTok, I think, and it blew up, and I was like, okay, I can see this going somewhere. So then I reached out to influencers, and a bunch of famous, more
TikTok famous,
yeah, TikTok famous people, and they were like, oh yeah, I'll wear it. So there's this one girl, Christine Snaps, and she wore it, and I blew up in 3 days. I got, I think, 50 orders.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was just insane, and it has continued to grow since then.
That's awesome. So when you get that you said you blew up in a few days, when you got 50 orders, were you prepared to ship those orders out?
Not at all. The most orders before that I got in a week was 10, I think. Okay. And then to get 50 in 2 days was I was shocked.
So how did you adjust and get those orders out?
I made sure that I had no plans the next 3 days. And I sat and I cut the vinyl and I redid everything and got everything ready to go. So that when the orders came, the sweatshirts came in, I could do them quick.
Okay. So I've seen a little bit from your social media, but it seems like you've completely taken over your family basement. Has there been any negative feedback from still in your basement?
So I started in my bedroom, and it was a mess. I had sweatshirts everywhere. I had my own clothes everywhere. Just couldn't do it anymore. So in our basement, it's pretty big, but my brother has a whole music spot.
Okay.
So he's not very happy about me taking up the other
Sorry,
half.
Frank.
But other than that, I'm kind of away from everybody. And it's a desk. It's very small, so it's not too bad.
Okay. So sounds like you're managing.
Yeah.
When you started this, obviously, started off something small and grew, but in your wildest dreams, did you ever think it would have as much success as it's had?
Not at all.
Mhm.
I thought it was gonna be like maybe family would buy, a few friends would buy, and then that'd be it.
Okay.
But never did I think it'd get this big.
What surprised you more, at how many orders you got, or how quickly it's grown?
Um, a little bit of both. I
Mhm.
feel like how many orders I got and like where the orders come from is definitely a big thing. And then um, what was the other thing?
So it was like how many orders or how quickly, like it's grown.
Oh, how quickly? Yeah, I didn't think that it'd happen in like a few months.
Mhm.
Like I started back in I think July.
Oh wow! So it's only December and it's only 5 months and it's already kind of still growing. It's still blowing up.
Yeah.
Um, what has been the most challenging part for you?
Um, doing everything by myself is probably the most challenging part. I'm very close to like a perfectionist, so I have trouble trusting other people to get things done. So I like to do everything by myself. So it's been a little hard because like I have to cut the vinyl, I have to iron it, I have to package everything, I have to do social media and the business part, and it's just hard to manage all of that.
Mhm. Okay, so I wanted to ask a second ago, but I just remembered. What has been the furthest away someone's ordered from? Has it been outside of the country at all?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We've gotten Canada, UK, um, there's another place that was pretty far. I forgot where, but then like all of this, all United States.
Okay. What's the farthest in the country?
Um, I don't know. I have a map in my basement that
Okay.
has a
Well, like a little pin.
Yeah.
So I know before you started Living Proof, and you still are big into photography. Has that helped you promote your business?
Yeah, that's definitely helped a lot. Being able to take my own pictures for the advertisements or for social media for Instagram is definitely a lot easier than having to hire somebody.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. And you take great pictures.
Thank you.
And we have some great models. Our camera woman, Marissa Conti, and all the chicks. Shout out to the chicks for modeling. And I want to get a little more into photography, but we have a famous TikToker friend, and he helps promote the business. So is that? Did you see like a big spike after the Brandon Robert post about Living Proof?
Yes and no.
Okay.
He wore his sweatshirt, or it was like I think in September when I first gave it to him, and he wore it in one of his lives, and people started going crazy.
Okay.
And then the most recent picture that he posted, I got a few people, but not as much as last time.
That's cool. You know, it's nice to have a couple million followers.
Yeah, right.
Friends
I
with a
wish.
couple more. But you'll get there. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about photography because that seems like kind of a huge hobby of yours, maybe like your first love in a way. So what made you fall in love with photography?
So I started doing photography senior year of high school. I was in AP art, and it was just something that like I loved. Like I'd always look at either people taking pictures or like landscapes and stuff, and I'm like, I know exactly like how I would take the picture here or exactly what I would do, and it's just always been something that like I love. So for me, taking pictures of people is a lot better than taking pictures of like objects. Yeah, because like there's more emotion in the people.
Okay, no, that definitely makes sense. Do you have a favorite photo or a favorite person to shoot?
So my favorite person to shoot would be my sister Gianna.
Sorry, Rich.
She's always there to like. She's always down to do a photo shoot, whether it's early in the morning, late at night, or she's got nothing to do. It's just I really would be nowhere without her. She took up most of my portfolio.
Does she ever get annoyed with you asking her and badgering her?
Yes, not all the time, but there have been times where like I'm like, oh, I have an idea in my head, and I'll take the picture. I'm like, this is not what I wanted. We have to like totally redo it, and then she gets annoyed.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair, but it's a balance because she is I guess, your number one model. So you gotta take the good with the bad. And the second part of that question was, do you have a favorite photo that sticks out to you?
Favorite
That's a tough
photo.
one. You know?
Yeah, that is very tough. I don't know about favorite photo because I have a lot of those, but like my favorite place to shoot pictures actually just happened recently. I went to a parking garage on top of the mall over there.
Okay.
Very nice. The lighting was beautiful. It was just all around a great place to shoot pictures.
Is that like, do you take it like a golden hour or sunset?
Yes.
Yeah. I can see that being good. You see, I know all the photography terms. Shout out to Mr. Malafis in digital photo in ninth grade. And some great pics in that. So yeah, so that's kind of your photography. Obviously, it helps promote the business when you don't have to hire someone and take great photos on your own. So obviously that helps a lot. What are your goals going forward for Living Proof?
So my like big goal would be to be on Shark Tank.
Okay.
I don't know if that will ever happen, but it'd be awesome if it could.
Yeah. So what would pretend I'm Mark Cuban? What would you say to me?
You're really putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Um, I gotta prepare myself
Okay.
for this.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. So do you have any other goals?
Um, so as of right now, I have, I think, 300 orders. My goal before 2021 is to have at least 350.
Okay.
So to get another few
And
orders
I'm sure
before Christmas.
as the new year comes, you'll develop more goals for 2021 and beyond. So where do you? It's kind of similar in the similar vein, but where do you see the business going?
So ideally, if I could, I would do this for like the rest of my life and like I can see like celebrities wearing it, big people, whether it's in like a music video or something like that, or in like a magazine. Like, I would love to see it there. It's a goal. I don't know if it'll actually happen, but obviously it's something that like I'm striving for. Yeah.
So when you say celebrities, like who do you think in their work and what they stand for like embodies the Living Proof brand? Is there anyone that comes to mind? I know I'm hitting you with like the hard hitting questions.
It's a tough
so
question.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It would have to somebody who like is body positive, promotes confidence, or like promotes like I could see Ellen like promoting kindness, be you, be true to you. Like I can see that.
Despite recent allegations.
Well, yes, obviously despite that, but
I know what you mean. She's very funny.
But yeah, somebody who like tries to make other people see the
bring
good in themselves. Yeah,
definitely. All right. All right. So, what inspires you?
Oh, this is tough. Inspires me.
I can start off with what inspires me, and I think you can probably definitely relate to it. Is, no, what inspires me are the people around me. So, like, if I ever feel like, hey, maybe I don't want to, whatever, go to the gym, go for a run, I feel like I have to do it. So the people around me know that I'm working on myself, and they know that I want to get better. So that'll help them realize that, like, they have to do the right thing for themselves because I'm working hard. If that makes sense.
Like that, I'm gonna steal your answer.
Okay.
And then build on it a little bit.
That's why I'm here.
So yeah, like family, friends, like they're definitely inspire me. But I feel like also strangers and like people I don't know inspire me because like I'll get orders from people or like emails and they're like, oh, like I've been going through this, or like I have a medical problem that I'm having a tough problem with. You're seeing like your company has really inspired me and helped me, and like that stuff makes me so emotional, makes me so happy that like me, little 22-year-old, is like touching their lives.
Yeah, that's awesome, and definitely inspiring within itself. But is there anything you can share that someone has like a really inspirational story that you were really happy to be able to provide something that they can wear in their sleeve?
So there was this girl and she had emailed me and she was like, since I was little, I think she said like 3-4 years old, I've had a very tough time being myself and like being true to myself because of this medical problem that I've been going through. And she's like, it's really affected my life and me going to school and me making friends and like doing all this stuff. And she's like, as of right now, like my boyfriend has been very helpful, but like even putting everything on him has been very difficult for me,
Mhm.
and all this stuff. And she's like, it's been very hard for me to like make money and have a job and all this stuff. But she's like, I love your company. You've inspired me. You've really helped me grow as a person. And that was like all that she said. And I read it, cried,
Mhm.
and I was like, no, I'm just gonna send her for a sweatshirt. So I asked
Aw.
for her email. I asked for her address and everything. I sent her one, and she was very happy.
Oh, that's awesome. So, a couple more questions. Thank you very much again. I hope this helps your business, and more importantly, I hope it helps my podcast downloads. No, I'm just kidding. Um, but all right, so we got 3 more questions. So, what would go on your sleeve?
So on my sleeve, I I've always loved quotes since I was like 11 years old, but one of my all-time favorite quotes is always expect the unexpected.
Okay.
So like you never really know what life is going to throw at you.
Mhm.
So my sleeve would probably say, I am living proof that the best things in life are unexpected.
All right, I like that. Marissa, my girlfriend, and I both bought one, and what I decided to put on my sleeve, and I'll explain the backstory, I guess, was I'm living proof that no matter how hard life knocks you down, you can always get back up. And for me, that just means like no matter what you go through, whether it's like for me, it's been like anxiety. At times I've been depressed, but I've always been able to come back stronger. So that just kind of what that means to me. And thank you for um, letting me put that on a sleeve that I can wear and remind myself of that.
Yeah, I hope it helps.
Yeah, definitely. Um, okay. Do you? This is the first time I've asked this to a guest, and it might flop completely. But do you have any questions for me?
Not ready for this one either.
It could be like about the podcast, something you've always wanted to ask me.
Why'd you choose Marissa to be your girlfriend?
Um,
I'm totally kidding.
She answered my Hinge message. Let's see you later.
Why did you want me to be on the show?
Well, I really like your clothing brand, and I think it is inspirational to many people. And I thought you haven't necessarily had the chance to talk about it like long form like this. So I thought that could help you, and I also thought the episode would do really well. So.
Good answer,
So
and I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, so hopefully it works out for both of us.
I hope so.
Okay, so 2 more questions. I didn't tell you about this one either, and it's very hard. Very difficult question. If you could have dinner with any dead celebrity or athlete, who would it be?
Celebrity or athlete?
Or anyone
Okay.
in general.
I've been asked this question on an interview, and
Oh, whoa! This isn't your first interview?
well, not living proof interview, like job
Oh,
interview.
okay, good.
Probably Robin Williams.
Okay, that's a really good one.
He, since I was little, like I used to love Aladdin, any movie that he was in.
Starfire.
Yeah, all-time favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But any movie he was in, I loved him. And the day that the news said that he passed away, I was shocked. Like I cried, and like obviously don't like actually know him, but like
Right.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, the way he affected like my childhood and everything.
Yeah, it's very interesting how people who we don't know can affect us so much, and it's great that you can affect people that you don't know with your clothing brand. So thank you very much for coming on. If you ever want to hop on, promote your stuff, if you have the new bucket hats, just come on, or I'll always repost you on my story with 82 followers. So.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
All right,
it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
One final question. What would you like your outro song to be?
My outro song? Oh. My outro song. Was I supposed to think of this before?
No, that's okay. Take your time. We have 11 more minutes for you to decide your outro song.
What have people chosen in the past?
I can't tell you.
Oh, good.
So,
outro song. Oh, well, you can help me. We could come up with one together,
Okay.
Right? Okay. So, like, more like inspirational type song.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any come to mind? No.
Not really.
Me neither.
Oh, I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
The Mulan song?
Which one?
I'll make a mess.
We can make it that.
No,
I like
come
that
on,
song.
come on. You can think of something better. I was just kidding. What have you been listening to lately? Yeah, about something like
What have I been listening? So you know how Spotify does the whole
2020.
yeah,
Wrapped? Mhm.
Pop Smoke was my number
Okay.
one.
So which Pop Smoke song? R.I.P.
Yes. We get it for
Yeah,
you.
look it up.
Give me a second. It was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Mood Swings. That was number one.
All right, thank you very much, and good luck with everything.
Yes, thank you for having me on.
All right, thank you guys for listening.